Good morning and welcome back to another Monday morning devotional. I pray this week that you experience wisdom, that you're able to use wisdom and to make wise decisions. That's my prayer for you this week. This week we are coming from Matthew 11:28. It says, Then Jesus says, Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. I saw a quote yesterday and I shared it on my Instagram story, and it said, quote says, Jesus never said try harder. He said, come to me. I'll repeat the quote. The quote never said, the quote said, Jesus never said, try harder. He says, come to me. So the name of this devotional is called Try Harder. Now, I don't want you to try harder. I want you, whenever you think of trying harder, you redirect your thinking to really come to Jesus. I just feel like we live in a society when it comes to our issues and our burdens and the cares of life, that we're tired. We're constantly tired. I feel like we constantly overload ourselves with busyness. We constantly overload ourselves with things to try to fill a void. We, a lot of times, don't have any boundaries. We don't protect ourselves. We don't simplify. Because I struggle with all these things too, so I'm learning. We don't always take care of ourselves according to biblical principles. And I think sometimes it gets us to the place where we, let me try harder, let me keep going, let me do it this way, let me get up again. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself going in cycles. You'll find yourself going in cycles, and you'll find yourself frustrated. You'll find yourself tired. And I think a lot of times we think that we have things under control. Like I know what I'm doing. I just gotta, if I could just do what I need to do. And a lot of times we don't have what it takes in our strength, in our soul. I think sometimes the tiredness, it can get to a place where it can affect your soul. It's more than just your body tired. Sometimes your soul can be tired. Problems in life can wear your soul out. And what Jesus is saying in this scripture, Jesus is saying, it's not up to you to fix it. It's not up to you to have the answer. It's not up to you to carry this burden. But he says, just come to me. That's the answer. Come to him. What happens when we come to him? The second verse says, let me teach you. Now, Jesus has something he wants to tell you. He has some advice that he can give you that'll make your life easier, that'll make your life more meaningful. And I do mean easier, because he says, take my yoke upon you, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. My admonishment today, this is not long, is to really come back to Jesus. Come back to him. And you'll get to a point in your walk where you will realize that coming to Jesus is the most logical thing that you can do. Y'all, the systems of our world is falling and crashing right before our eyes. The systems of this world, the mindset of this world, the things that the world has to offer is falling right before our eyes. But there's still hope in Jesus. He says, come to me, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Aren't you tired from carrying those burdens, from carrying those concerns, from carrying those problems? Excuse me. Whew, sleepy. From carrying those traumas? Give them to Jesus. Turn it over to him. He knows what to do with it. He knows how to make it so that the burdens won't weigh you down. He does. So it's not your job to keep trying. It's not your job to spin your wheels in the mud. It's not your job to have the answers. It's not your job to come up with the solutions. Your job, your responsibility is to go to him. It's to simply go to him. Come to him, and he will give you the answers, and he will give you the words. My pastor said something yesterday, and it was so good. I promise you, and I'm ending it here. So many times we say we can't hear the voice of God. And she said, it's not that God isn't speaking. She said, a lot of times we can't sit long enough and undistracted enough, because a lot of times we take our phones in the prayer time. We can't even pray without checking our phone. We can't pray without calming our minds down. So really, calm down the noise in your life. It's not up to you to have the answers for the burdens in your life, but it's up to you to just simply come to Jesus, and he will give you the answers, the wisdom, and the grace that you need. God bless.